Alright, one Sparta 123. This is going to be a pretty quick video. I just got the CHPS or CHWPS, however you, what is it? CNH Precision Weapon Systems, CHPWS, maybe? Yeah, whatever. CNH Precision optic plate for the Staccato-P 2011. Don't have it mounted yet. This is still the Duo, the Dawson plate. But I wanted to do just a quick video, just some initial impressions. So right off the bat, I'm just going to talk about, there we go, it's in focus. Those are all the instructions you get. And yeah, not exactly the best of instructions in my opinion. I'm going to be actually taking this to a gunsmith today because I don't have a sight pusher tool to change the front sight. And when you go to a thinner plate, you will need a thinner front sight, which I did buy. And it's the 195, if you can see it in there, from 10.8 Performance. So I will be taking that to the gunsmith today. One thing I did want to cover really briefly is on the website it talks about lowering the optic by 0.100 of an inch, which is, I mean, it's 0.1 of an inch. Just say that, it's easier. But I wanted to actually give you an idea what that translates to, because you see 0.1 and you're like, I mean, is it really that much? So this optic plate from Dawson is about 189, about 190 or so. And the CNH Precision one, which is right here, I mean, you can just visually see how freaking thin that is. So let's stick it in there. See if I can do this with one hand. Nope, that's not gonna work. Just prop it against something so I can grab it. Yeah, give me a second. Let me just pause the video. Alright, there we go. So you can see here is 0.09. That's how much lower it is. So remember, this was 190. This is 0.9. Excuse me, 0.09. Excuse me. So just to give you a little bit of a visual of what that actually looks like. I'm gonna do my best here to give you an idea. I'll do it from this angle maybe. And that is in line with where the optic sits. That's how much material is coming off and how much lower that optic is going to sit. The other thing is this will be a bit of a lower third co-witness. The factory setup is about an absolute co-witness. This will just barely clear the bottom of the RMR, excuse me. Just had lunch. So, trying to get the camera to focus. There we go. This will just barely clear the bottom of the RMR. And on the factory setup, like I said, it is an absolute co-witness. So, just wanted to put this out there real quick, so that way you guys can get some eyes on it. I didn't see any videos on the Staccato specific system, so I wanted to put something out there for you guys to see, and then that way you can decide if it's worth it to you. There's very limited photographs of it as well, but this is what the actual plate itself looks like, which, as you can see, has the specific model or whatever, and the sight is actually all one piece, so the rear sight will not be adjustable anymore. Focus camera. So that's all one piece. So the rear sight is no longer going to be driftable. All your windage come from your front sight, which is fine. On the factory system, it is driftable front and rear. And it has the studs already built in, and it has the little ears on the plate to integrate with the slide. So on the factory Duo system, the studs are not part of the system. You have to actually set them in. It's not one piece, it's separate pieces. And then this is the newer model. It has the O-rings on the bottom to protect the plate from vibrations. I will ask the gunsmith, which on my follow-up video after I have some time on the gun, I will update you guys, but this comes with hardware for the Holosun and the RMR, and there's 2 sets of T-nuts. There's a silver one there, which if you can make it out, and then there's also a black set in there, so I have to see what that corresponds to, because the silver set of hardware is actually not labeled, and if you get this, you'll actually see what I'm talking about. The silver set is not labeled. The black screws are labeled RMR, and then there's another set of hardware in there that's labeled for the Holosun. So I got to figure out what those go to, which, like I said, I'm just gonna take it all to the gunsmith because he's gonna charge me just for the bench fee anyway. So may as well have him do the work and then take the opportunity that I have the optic plate off the gun to change the battery and then re-zero everything. But yeah, just wanted to put this out there real quick, just that way you guys can kind of feast your eyes on it and get an idea. But this is Sparta123 signing out.